Trespass, The Well of Eternity, an Onyx Okamiasha audio production. Script by Time Wrath. Links in the description. Magic and science. Two concepts that drove the development of this world. They both coexist and yet are in constant conflict. The city and the countryside are ruled by a being known as the Fate Weaver. She rules with an iron fist, her command over sorcery absolute. Deep within the city, her scientists are working on something insidious. You used to be one of those, yet you decided you could not be part of this anymore. You were exiled from the city with a terrible curse and nowhere to go. There are rumors, however, of another sorcerer who lives in an old estate far on the other side of the wastelands. Bereft of any other ideas, you go, ready to challenge your fate. Unfortunately, things did not quite go immediately as planned. Well, what have my roses caught for me? A trespasser, all tangled up in the thorns. A dime a dozen drifter. Oh, trespasser, trespasser, why did you come? It seems you're a little tangled up there. Did you really think you would just be able to waltz into my sanctuary? You have no idea how much danger you're in right now. You're lucky that my roses judged you to be a good person at heart, or their enchantments would have made you into a rat as soon as you pricked yourself on them. Then my cats probably would have eaten you. So, tell me why you came and I'll cut you down and pretend I never saw you. What's the matter, trespasser? Devil got your throat? What brought you here? Just what manner of mortal are you? Oh, it seems you can speak after all. Come on now. You're stammering. Talk slower. A scientist, you say? Well. It's not often I'm graced with the presence of a sage like yourself. Tell me, child of science, why would you seek out a sorcerer? I don't suppose you came here just to check out my beautiful roses. And what's this on your neck? Seems to my eyes to be a tendril from a curse mark. Oh, wow. Somebody out there must really not like you, Why is that? Actually, you know what? I'm not interested. Here, let me unsheathe my knife and cut you down. Now, I'm going to close my beautiful eyes for a moment, and when I open them, you're going to be gone. I'm going to go back to sleep, And in the morning, this will just seem like some silly little dream. Understand? All right, sweet pea. 1, 2, 3. And you're still here. Okay, let's try again, shall we? 1, 2. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit angry now. You know, you woke me up from a really wonderful dream. I was driving down the coast roads in a long silver convertible. I think it was a Thunderbird, like from that Mark Cohen song. I had the top down and the radio on. The sea breeze was tossing my hair just so, and I had that lovely salty fresh taste in my mouth. You have no idea how much I long to return to the coast, to feel that breeze for real, just one more time. The sun was going down, and the sky was a million radiant colors, just exploding up from the ocean. I had my arm draped around the shoulder of some lounge singer. It was one of the nicest dreams I've had in a long time. And right in the middle of it, as my favorite song came on over the radio, and that good-looking singer started to sing along to it, so softly I could barely even hear, I leaned in for the kiss, and what happened instead? I woke up, alerted to a trespasser in my little sanctum. My hair is a mess, and my mouth tastes like morning breath. And instead of some gorgeous singer, I get to spend this cloudy, damp little night with you. So, you can see how I might be a little unamused right now. Clearly, you're not going to take the off-ramp I so generously provided to you, so explain why you're here. And it had better be a really good reason. You know what? Shut up. Let me see that curse mark. The whole thing now. Shh, 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 shh. Relax. I just need to look. Take off your shirt. Come on. Turn around. Oh my. You're really up the creek, aren't you? You've been cursed by the Fate Weaver herself. I've seen this before. It's a very insidious little curse. Your energy slowly sapped away, day by day. Everything around you goes grayer and grayer. And then, one day, your tank finally goes empty, and you sit down somewhere, close your eyes, and turn into stone, never to stir again. It's a favorite of hers. What did you do? You don't seem like the defiant type. I'm guessing it was something like speaking out of turn during a meeting. Something stupid and petty like that. Oh, you had some concerns. Didn't like the implications of what you were being told to research, did you? I'll paint the rest of the picture. You shared these concerns with her, but to your incredible surprise, and nobody else's, might I add, instead of listening to your ethical concerns, she cursed you. Oh, yes, I knew it. I can tell you're the type to assume the best of people, aren't you? Oh, that's cute. That's why you came out here, just assuming I'd lift your curse out of the kindness of my little old heart, isn't it? The evil sorcerer in the heart of the wasteland is surely just a caring good Samaritan deep down. Well, why would I lift the curse even if I could? What's in it for me? The Fate Weaver and I have an understanding. She gets the city and the mountains, and I get the wasteland. Sure, we're enemies, but frankly, she's beaten me, and I'm tired. So, why should I rock the boat for some no-name lab coat like you? Why risk another confrontation? So, no, I don't think I'll be helping you. You can stay right here if you want, though. I think a statue would look really nice right over there. Right over on that iron bench by the dry fountain. Oh, make sure you strike a good pose when it starts. Eh, sweet pea? Maybe sit right there with your head in your hands. Maybe cry a little bit even. It'll give this place a real melancholy vibe. Maybe I'll let the roses grow over you. That doesn't sound so bad, does it? Just try not to make too much noise. I do need my beauty sleep. Well, ta-ta. See you in the morning. Oh, you look so cute when the light fades from your eyes like that. What are you going to do? Beg? Cry? Go right on ahead. Sadder stories than yours have failed to move me. But I do love a good begging session as much as the next sorcerer. So, come on then. Let's see it. Oh, a death glare. Shiver me Oh, you're a tricky bastard, aren't you? I have to admit that I never would have expected you to punch me in the gut like that. And you've got your grubby little hands on my favorite knife. Oh, you think you've got the upper hand, don't you? Well, go ahead. Try and slit my throat. Take that knife and do it. Go on, try it. The knife won't cut me. I know it. And if you truly know something, it can't hurt you. It's killed enough for me that it knows it won't be trusted by anyone else. That's old magic. Nice try, though. Of course, you realize that this means war. Come on, you fool. Hit me again. Show me that you're made of blood and bone. Show me what you'll lose if your flesh becomes stone. Stand up for yourself. You deserve to live, don't you? Well, show me that you want it. Show me how badly you want to live. Is that all? I was just starting to respect you. Ha! Yes, that's it. Scream, cry for blood. Get mad, get angry. Live, damn you, live! You've got too much to lose to let me stop you. Take your fate into your own hands. You know what you came here for. Take it. You made me bite my cheek, you little piece of dirt. Well, first blood goes to you. My mouth tastes like blood, but tonight the blood tastes like wine. Images are flashing through my mind. Images of the past and the future. You're something else. Worth getting out of bed for, at least. So, you want to live. You're not the only one. I can help you with that. But it will cost you. This curse of yours isn't some run-of-the-mill evil spell. It's not a matter of me just waving my hand and casting a good spell to counter the evil one. There's a reason she's called the Fate Weaver. You turning into stone has literally been written into the stars. It is your destiny. It's part of the great tapestry of the world's fate. The sun will rise tomorrow, the river will flow to the sea, the moon shall wax and wane, and you will turn to stone. It is your fate. Ha! There's always a way. I can change your fate. That is what it means to be a sorcerer, after all. To change fate itself. Come with me to the Well of Eternity. My estate is built around the Well of Eternity. It is the bedrock of everything I am. The little seed that became the core of my power, and the link that became the chains that bind me. I wasn't always what I am now. I used to be a dental hygienist, but I had a curse of my own I needed to break. I'll spare you the nitty-gritty details, but it led me here from my home dimension. A great man once compared the world to an optometrist, trapped on a railcar with one little hole in the wall, forced to watch the world pass by, but being unable to see where the train was going or where it had been, only where it was at that moment. That is what it is to be bound by fate. But what if I told you there was a way out of the boxcar? That great hole in the center of the brick plaza? That is the Well of Eternity. We'll have to descend the staircase around it. Watch your step. The stairs are slippery and thin. Oh, don't worry. I'll get the lights. This world of yours and mine is one of many. All that happens here is one way or another driven by a conflict between those who serve the Princess of the Tower, also known as the Goddess of Order, and the Witch of the Plains, also known as the Goddess of Chaos. The Fate Weaver serves the former, although she doesn't know it, and I served the latter, even though I despised it. all that happens in every universe on the most fundamental level is driven by their eternal hatred. So, if you ever felt like the gods were fools, well, you weren't far off from the truth. Or, in any case, that's how it has been explained to me. I'll freely admit I don't understand most things as much as I would like to. I'm a lot less than I appear to be. Most sorcerers are. We're all smoke and mirrors, shadows on the wall, ghost boxes and card trickers. The Well of Eternity may look like water, but in truth, it is the stuff that makes up the void between universes. If you submerge yourself into the water, you will cease to be a part of this world, and the forces that command your destiny will have no power over you. Your life will be your own, minus the debt that you will be owing me. Wait, hold on. I want you to understand exactly what you are doing to yourself. There was a kingdom once, where the tribe of the valley and the tribe of the hill were all times at war. There was a trader who sold to both sides and became fabulously rich. But one night, as he was riding through a small city, a great storm arrived suddenly. He went to the valley tribe for shelter, but they had no love for someone who also knew the people of the hills. He then went to the people of the hills, but they would not shelter a man who also knew the people of the valley. Thus the storm descended upon him, and he was without shelter, even of the worst kind. He was never seen again. Do you understand? Look into the waters. I can show you glimpses of the great cities of the multiverse. Samanda, the Emerald City, Tanalorn, Coruscant, El Dorado, Tuna Flats, Numenor, Detroit. None of them will ever be a home for you. If there's a place anywhere in the multiverse for a soul that has been baptized in the Well of Eternity, I don't know of it. And trust me, I've looked. You can't go home again. If you let me lower you into those waters, your fate will be your own. And that can be a terrible thing. For whatever happens this point forward will be your responsibility alone. And if things go poorly, you will have no one you can blame save yourself. Are you certain you want this? I won't blame you if you turn back. There are worse fates than being stoned. Becoming like me, for example. Look me in the eye and tell me you want this. Only you can make this choice. For luck. Hello, darling. How are you feeling? Head hurts, right? And it's not just because of that black eye I gave you last night. You know, you saw a lot of stuff in the waters, but you can't remember any of it. Well, that's how it went for me, at least. you'll remember what you saw in time. A little bit will come back to you, bit by bit, and it will change you in ways you might not like. Until then, well, ignorance is bliss, as they say. Can you sit up? Good job. Drink this. It's spiced wine. It'll calm your senses a little. Like it? I whipped it up while you were napping. It's not magic, just calming. Oh yeah, I see you noticed your sick tat. I did mention something about a debt to me, did I not? Hey, I said my help would cost you, didn't I? I mean, sure, yeah, I'm basically a saint, but I still need something in return. That tattoo is just a little forget-me-not. Something to keep that fresh in your mind. Besides, it looks good on you. Gives you that little bit of edginess you've been missing. The broken chain. It's a symbol of mine. There's 13 links. One for every second you spent under the waters down there. You see, I've been thinking, and I've decided I need to get more active outside of my garden again. And I'm going to need a... Minion sounds a little too hierarchical. So does servant. I mean, I'm just an ordinary guy. I can't have a servant. Too rich for my blood. Let's say I'll need a helper. Yes, helper sounds nice. Somebody to do my legwork while I focus on the more technical stuff. You'll love it. Give you a chance to get out of the lab and punch something. If this bruise on my cheek means anything, you've got some pent-up energy you need to work out. Oh, it's a simple proposition, really. Every time you run an errand for me, a link disappears from the chain. Help me out 13 times, and you're free to go. Unless you've ever knowingly lied to me. That is going to add another link to the chain. In the meantime, you can stay here. Oh, by the way, have you ever driven a high-low? Do you think you could steal one? Never mind. We'll talk about errands later. Now go on, finish the wine, and take a nap for a while. You've had a rough night, and it won't be your last. For better or worse, you chose to live a life without a destiny. When you wake up, I'll have an errand you can run for me. Mwah. Sleep tight, trespasser. Hello, darlings. Onyx here. This is part 1 of 2 current scripts by Time Raft. This one looked really fun and gave me a good excuse to go for a slight English accent. This is actually the voice I use for one of my favorite D&D characters in one of the games I'm in, Fair and Graceful, a Simic hybrid blade singer. This is my first voiceover that I'm going to make a significant change to a voice, i.e. the underwater effect, albeit for only one line, as well as the echo effect. But hopefully it turns out well, and I hope you all enjoy it. Also, stay tuned for that part 2. Goodbye, darlings.